Okay. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Recap of what we left off doing. We set up the spawn set, or well, the AFK location in the center here. What's up, Zach? Welcome back. Welcome back. So what we finished up last time was this center section. I haven't had one sec. Okay, I'm holding. 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 And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. Holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. And holding. Welcome back. Uh, so where we left off last time was we finished up the AFK platform for our gold farm. This platform has it set up to where any items that go the uh, into the killing chambers for the zombie pigmen, zombified piglins. Sorry, that's what they're called. What gold farm? The gold farm I started building in last episode. Uh, 3 days ago now. I think it was on Tuesday of this week. So yeah, we started building. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you well, I mean, you were there for a little while, and then you left, and then you just never came back. So I was like, okay, but yeah, we're building up a an AFK. Well, not really an AFK gold farm, just a gold farm in general. So I'm going to start building this up today. Well, not start, continue building this up today, I should say. We need ourselves a full inventory of this, and we're going to start this. Uh, if you have any questions as to what AFK farm it is, or what gold farm this is a Mango's Simple Gold Farm from back in I found out actually from back in 2017. It works super great. I absolutely love it, and the fact that I can just do whatever while I'm AFK is awesome. One, two, three, six, eight. So this first platform is going to be eight. Well, the spawn platforms are going to be 8 blocks deep, and it's going to be in an arc around this whole thing. I do not know what the um, total measurements are, so I have to kind of like flip back and forth between 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. I think. Hold on. Oh, it's three twos. Okay. Two, 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 one, one, one. So, hopefully we don't have to watch you AFK. No, we're not gonna watch me AFK. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, five. Wait. One, two, three, four, five. No. So what we're gonna do is, I probably won't AFK a whole lot, if at all. I might, but the goal is to actually I might AFK not a whole lot. It's mostly for when we need to what's the word I'm looking for? Re-get our armor because having this is super fast at getting us level 30. So anytime people lose their their tools, gear, tools, armor, or what have you, we're gonna have a way to basically reset them from square one super quickly. Between the villagers and this farm, along with possibly getting in the future an building an ender, which is just another way of getting experience super fast. All of which can be AFK'd, but I'll never make you guys watch me AFK. The most I'll do is proof of concept, show you, and then that's it. So it's not the end of the world. I believe that's 222. Okay, yeah. So it's 4 4 2 2 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 2 3 2 2 2. Doesn't seem right. Where did I mess up? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 2 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It's right there. Perfect. We're gonna fill this in real fast as well. So this is gonna be the sort of a tedious portion, like stream. So bear with me because this is genuinely a really cool farm. Uh, but I still have to basically get the dimensions of everything from the thing. Like I know the concept behind it and I know how to build it in its in its best most basic form. I just don't know the exact measurements of everything off the top of my head. So no, Collab is not going to be here today because he has to babysit. So I am just going solo. I honestly like it's definitely not for the best because I could like he very much so could have helped me build this at this point. The previous point that he tried helping, it was just like no, there was no way he could help because the space that I was dealing with was super small, and trying to juggle him and all of the shulker boxes that I was trying to do up on this giant platform, or on not on this giant platform, on the little box in the middle. definitely made things difficult, but it wasn't anything that was like too insane. Just difficult enough to give me a challenge, I guess. I don't think we're going to need to. Just a minute. Oh, holding for another minute. Just what? Wait, what just took another minute? One, two, three, four, five in one, one, two, five, one, two. Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, the shulker movement was a little bit, which I would have had to do the shulker movement regardless. Like I'm not saying collab was in my way. It actually helped a little bit when it came to doing the redstone section underneath. One, two, three, one, uh, but like I said, it just made things a little bit harder to do because moving shulkers around, having people jumping around trying not to die, and then also dying. That was what I didn't want to deal with. It's a good thing I still have my elytra, because holy mackerel, I would be lost without my elytra. Not entirely true. I wouldn't fully. And oh, I don't have any arrows anyway. I probably should do this quadrant by quadrant and not try and do a full circle because I am going to have uh guests spawn because it's purely because of the way the spawning algorithm, or not algorithm, the spawning mechanics work is I'm gonna deal with things spawning because I'm starting to build a spawnable platform up here, and so they're gonna start spawning in areas that they would be able to. So I need to find a way to prevent that. I think, and torches are not gonna do it because I believe ghasts still will spawn through whatever light level that you have. I guess it would help to jump to the right corner. Okay. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Okay. I think I'm just gonna try and build. Ooh, that was a nice 3 block jump. Yeah, I'm just gonna deal with the risks of it. I don't have arrows on me. If I end up dying, which I shouldn't. One, two, four, 6, 8. Uh, I will go back and get arrows. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, one, two, one, two, and diagonal. Honestly, if this many zombified piglins stay here, this is probably close. Nah, it may not be mob cap exactly, but it's pretty close to it, which means that gas not spawn. One, two, three, four, 5. I think is what it was. One, two, three, four, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. What sucks about building a gold farm? In so the fact that you can't build on top of the Nether is the biggest boon about the gold farm in Bedrock. But I think there are better like good gold farms that you can build in Bedrock. I'm just not 100% certain on how to build them or where you would go about starting to build one. Oh no, 100% it makes it more complicated. 1, 2, 3. This is supposed to be diagonal. Yes, lines up again. Yeah, I'm honestly like I don't know if in Bedrock the flying machines like the world eaters and stuff like that are built the same way or like are handled the same way. But like you could probably almost build a tunnel bore and then build up a perimeter uh in the Nether, which is doable. It's incredibly difficult because of the amount of lava. Redstone is different as well. That is really just absurdly stupid. But I guess it is what it is. Because if you if you had the ability to, you could almost just build like do that exactly is build a tunnel bore in Bedrock and then the free Bedrock edition movement. Interesting. What I think is funny is you can glitch on top of the Nether portal in Bedrock, but like once you're up there, you're kind of just stuck. I think that was a gas that blew up, didn't it? I don't think gas are going to be super frequent, or at least I hope they're not, because it's going to get old really quickly. The best part is Pistons in Bedrock Edition, though. Oh yeah, no pit. Oh, that's the best prison. Sorry, I misread that. Is the best part is prisons, or is Pistons? Sorry, that's how I read it. I don't know why I read it like that, but to each their own, I guess. Oh, it's still there. It's still there. I really need a way to deal with this. Yeah, the top of the bedrock roof is the best prison. Honestly, like if you had a way of getting people up there without them knowing that, oh yeah, they can't do anything while they're up there, then yeah, it makes sense. But like it's kind of hard to get people up to up to the bedrock roof without causing issues. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4. Okay, cool. Not too much. A boon on this. There used to be a glitch in Minecraft that like if you built at build height in the overworld that like things would spawn just nonstop. Like even during the day. Which I thought was very, very interesting. Two, three, four, five, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Son of a gun. It's supposed to be 4. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. So if I had more, I should say, in like 10 minutes, I will see you in a few then. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Of course I did. Might as well use that opportunity to to do that. It's coming along very nicely already. We've got a pretty decent thing. We probably should finish the glass center like soonish, but I also want to try and prevent. Ooh, this means I'm probably gonna actually have to do this since this is in the Netherlands. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, that's why I thought it had to be in the Crimson Forest, but I guess not. I guess every gold farm is now built in the Nether Wastes, and because of that, we can get magma cubes, which I think is weird. I also need to put carpets on the wooden slabs at some point. Those ones, so that these guys stop spawning. But honestly, them spawning gives a good opportunity to, I don't know. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that went through him. That must just be ever so slightly. Of course. I should have just continued building, but I didn't want it to blow up a bunch of the platform because it's already hard enough to do this. I don't know why I let people talk me into doing this in the Nether Waste because I could have swore it was built in the Nether Forest or the Crimson Forest for this specific reason. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, so we have 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. So this is diagonals. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Wait, what? Ah, that's why. It's because this was a 3 and not a 4. Okay, let's get on topic. Um, I don't know what the topic I'm trying to get back onto was because we're basically on topic, to be honest. We're all probably on the same page that this is mildly annoying to build, but we all understand. Stop jumping, penguin. Okay. Thought I saw another fire prop spot show up. Just have to keep an eye out for any guests so that I can try and deal with them quickly. Something that would also make this a little bit easier is if I had rockets to use instead. If I had rockets to use instead of whatchamacallits, I probably, or instead of climbing the ladder every time, it wouldn't be as bad. To deal with guests, but I don't have rockets because I don't have a whole lot of gunpowder. Uh, which is something else that we're gonna have to do. I have never built a gunpowder farm, like a creeper farm, I should say. I have also never built a ghast farm. A ghast farm would be something that I would be interested in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah, 5, 2. Now I should have enough magma blocks to do, or magma cubes to do this. I did do a little bit more resource gathering between. Actually, it wasn't between. It was just, well, it was between, but it was yesterday in specific. It was the day before today. Obviously, that's why I said yesterday. Duh. But I was needing. I've looked at the like resources necessary to do this, and come to find out, it's required like I think another half or maybe 1 or 2 shulker boxes. It probably was more like a half of a shulker box left. Um, so I went and just got a few more. I think 2 more shulker boxes of magma cubes, which is not. It's not very difficult, to be honest, to get more magma cubes because they insta mine without haste at efficiency 5. So it's not the end of the. It wasn't the end of the world. not give me the pickaxe even though I want it to. We are gonna need to get some alert zombified piglins on the corners here soon. I don't know if I want to do this now or if I want to do it afterward because I really don't want to deal with ghasts. I think I'm going to do it afterward because I don't want to deal with. I really, really don't want to deal with ghasts blowing, like shooting at me while I'm trying to get zombified piglins. To stand on a uh, one glass block out in the above, essentially the void above bedrock. So the first one's down. It didn't use a full inventory, which is great. I love that. So I need the measurements of the second one, and then we'll go from there. I lost sound on my headset. That's why. Interesting. There's a way to do it, but I wasn't do it that way. Welcome back, Zek. It is a pleasure to see you again. I am currently waiting to trying to get the second floor of this. What biome am I building in? The nether waste. It is right here. Biome Minecraft nether waste. Which is the like every one of them that I looked up, like every modern day gold farm says to build in the nether waste. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Um okay. The second floor is interesting. It's supposed to be in the Soul Sand Valley. I don't know. No. The Soul Sand Valley will not spawn zombified piglins. The Soul Sand Valley is the place where you set up a ghast farm. Yeah, because ghasts will spawn heavily in a Soul Sand Valley. I need to prevent that from, or I can just not be able to get back on the ladder too. That works too. I'm just gonna sit down here until. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's perfectly fine if you're curious as to what's going on. I will gladly explain it. Uh, I'm not super confident with my ability to explain it. That's the problem. Um, that's why I have to use a video to get this farm built in the first place. Just because I have built it, I've built this farm a couple of times. The problem with it is that each floor, so there's four levels to like there's four like segments vertically, so four floors. that you have to build up, and they're all huge circles that look a lot like that. Yeah, 4 rings. Thank you. And those rings, the diameter, like the size of those rings, is the part that I am not super familiar with. So I just don't, or have, at least I haven't dealt with uh mostly because I just don't, I can't be fussed to memorize something that I genuinely build like every single time I play Minecraft. But like I was saying, this is the last time I'm going to restart the world. Why are those holes in the glass? The holes in the glass were so that I could lay out the torch pattern uh for the glass, so that it was just lit up. It was just a lighting layout. I can fill it in, but now that I've got all of the magma blocks that I am gonna need, I wasn't planning on filling them in until after I built the other stuff, but I certainly can. Actually, I think I'm going to now. Now that you brought it up, you made me self conscious about it, so I have to do something about it. Where's my purple glass? It's somewhere in here. I know it. There it is. Made me self conscious about it. Um, so it was supposed to be solid. Yeah, it's supposed to be a solid platform, but I was lazy and didn't want to count too much. I wouldn't necessarily call it laziness, more as like, I don't know. The spacing the torches was a lot harder. Oh, look what I've done. It happens. Uh, I mean, it doesn't, like, I'm gonna be placing blocks for the next like 2.5 hours anyway, so it doesn't matter what order of operations I do this in. If I fill in all of the glass, cool. I fill in all of the glass before I finish the platforms. It's not really like that big of a deal. Shoot, I could cap this off with the glass layer above this, and this would work fine. The only reason why you do 4 rings is because of the number of spawning places. Like, this may not actually be super fine. Like, this might be just enough to get. That is true. I have not built in creative mode at all. All of this is being supplied by the villagers that I've gone around and captured, for lack of a better way of explaining my villager breeder and my villager trading hall. Shoot, even the purple dye came from the villager trading hall, because the clerics trade lapis lazuli. Yes, villagers. uh, the clerics allow you to buy lapis lazuli from them, and the iron golems drop poppies, which give you the red dye. So that's all of the dye that you need to make purple. And I just find it funny that Collab had a hard time finding purple and said that it was not a glass color you could craft. And I was like, bro, it's right there. And he's like, no, it's not. I already looked through it all. And I'm like, but it is. It's right there. Yeah, I mean, usually, so that's why I do the villagers like off the bat, like I do, because they supply so many resources. Like if I ever want to expand my trading hall and add more professions basically that trade more things, I can get to the point where they trade me quartz and terracotta and stuff like that. Like I can get a bunch of villagers that trade literally everything that I could ever want and almost never have to actually like mine for certain things. And if I set up a bad omen uh like hero of the village for crappy prices. I mean, not really. I actually get really good deals. Oh, of course you'd blow up all of my torches. Why? You. Frick off. Quit blowing up all of my torches. I said quit it. No, you stop it. Damn filthy animal. Uh, a whole stick of coal. Do you know how hard it is for me to get coal right now? I don't have coal at all. Like I have zero coal. I had to make charcoal for this. I don't even have wood right now. Like no, genuinely though, I haven't I haven't done a whole lot of mining. Most of what I've been doing has been resource gathering to either help Collab build the cathedral um or like working on the villager trading hall or collecting resources for this, which this doesn't really revolve. Like I don't really need the torches at all. I could have done this without torches. Yeah, mining trip would be something that we can do. I do want to finish this up, and I don't think if I go on a mining trip, I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do this. I do know that I really want to do 1 hour mining sessions, but the problem is that I don't have enough people on the server to build up an economy, if that makes sense. So like it's kind of pointless for actually nah, I'm gonna finish the center circle while I talk about this because I don't want to do counting. So like I don't have people on the server to start an economy really. Like yeah, I have Collab and and then there's JP, there's Darren, and then my girlfriend Kat, who are all like playing on the servers. So like that could be enough to build a start an economy, but it's less so of that. You could when your godfriend coming on. When is your godfriend coming on? He could help start the economy. JP, he was on earlier. I don't know where he's at. Uh, but I don't actually know. I might. It's not JP. It's God. Goodness, he's God. No, he's not the blood god. I don't think the blood god would have graced us with his presence like that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to investigate that one. There's only one god. He could be a demigod, son of the blood god. That is true. He could be the son of the blood god, or the son's son of the blood god. He might be the son of chickens. I might have to make him start calling chickens dad because we've been saying chickens are the son of the blood god. So if chickens are the son of the blood god, does that mean that JP is related to chickens, or does that mean that he's the son of chickens? Of all chickens, by the way, all chickens are his dad, not just one particular dad. One, the son of a chicken of chickens. Yeah, because oh, that almost hit. Oof, oofta. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How much do I have to pay you? Guest, leave my property. Hippity hoppity, get off my property. I just love how like despite the like knowing the parameters to be able to use caps locks in or caps in your message, you still just deal with the 30-second timeout. And I find that hilarious sometimes. Like you just can't be bothered to play by the rules, so you just deal with the repercussions of the actions that you choose. And I have to say I commend you for it, good sir. You always forget about the all caps thing. I was warned several times. That is true. I have definitely informed you of the rules. Or well, not even rules, just the parameters uh that are set forth for the bot. I love how the more we play the game, the more farms I build, the more like blood god satiation that we're getting. Cause like every farm I build just increases the amount of sacrificing for the blood. Like this is gonna be one of the biggest like sacrifices for the blood god to date. Uh because it's just gonna be just able to stand still and do it. Do That's fair. However, the rules of chat, I have two main rules of chat, and they're really simple. They're really easy to not forget, and make sure that you abide by, and they're really not difficult at all. I have one stack of purple glass left. See, this is where having collab on the server would be helpful because I could just have him go and get some Lupooples and okay. Wait, what do you mean dumb child ruined the farm? Material gathering montage. I wish I was any good at like editing montages and stuff like to epic music or whatnot because we'd have some serious uh montages because there's a lot of really big projects that I want to do. Like I want to do a massive cathedral after the one that we're currently building. Uh and then after that one we'll probably do there's the one. I'm not sure what we'll do after that one. One, two. Hope to use the tool which can break that. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, cool. So it's 4 4 3 3 2 1 2. Okay. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 4. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1. God. I hate guests so much. Ooh, what is my mouse is freaking out. New mouse montage? No, it's on the edge. It was on the edge of the mouse pad. Uh, and I was lifting it to move it further on, and it was just freaking out. See, now I just can't shift anything without causing issues. Now, I need to make sure that I don't miss placing blocks because if I misplace the block, it can cause issues. I need to not be up there for a second. Cool. Okay, so it is just that. So it's 4 4 3 3 2 1 2. So 2 1 1 1 1. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah, that done doofed. Oh yeah, halfway around. New larger mouse pad montage. Yeah, that would be. I don't know. I need to get. I need to work on like how I do my desk because right now my desk is super. Like I feel like every time I do anything on my desk, it just gets smaller and smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2. 1, 1. God damn it. And stop being so stupid. Two, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Perfect. Almost there. And then we'll do the inner ring, and then we'll go ahead and fill it all in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say we're filling it all? We're gonna do one more quadrant and then fill it all in. I meant go and grab more magma blocks. There they are. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. Not ads. Yes, I got away with it. Dumb bots. Oh yeah, you're back. Uh, how was my? Oh, sorry, I missed your. How was my day today? My day was fantastic. It was super stressful towards the end, just because I felt like I didn't have enough time to do anything. Uh, so as soon as I yeah, I just so I work in IT at a hospital, obviously, and one of my tickets I had done the task for, and come to find out they actually wanted me to do it with a different laptop, not the one that I was doing. So I had to go back in and basically redo the work I had already done a second time, and that was kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Where was I? One, two, three, two, three, two, one, two. So yeah, I had to redo. I had to. So I was like in a hurry because I was trying to. Yeah, I work in a hospital. I've said this like 3 or 4 times. I feel like nobody listens to me. Two, three, four. One, two, three, four. One, two, three. Two. I'm super far off because you think I picked. That's fair. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Right? No, 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 no. Three, two, one, two. Diagonals one. Okay, that's what I was supposed to do. People expecting too much of me. That's fair. So no, I said, I work in a hospital. I work in IT. So I did the work that I was supposed to, and another coworker was like, "No, you need to do it with a different laptop." It was supposed to be, instead of a Dell, it was supposed to be an HP, whatever. So I had to go grab a new one, not a new one, but one of the ones from the cage, which was clear across campus, uh, along with like dropping off something else and double checking, making sure another computer was up. It really did. At least to me, it didn't. Uh, just it was it. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't make enough money to be able to ask questions. I just do what I'm told. All I know is that I was it was supposed to be a specific it wasn't supposed to be a specific laptop. It was just supposed to be an older laptop, that not the newest one, because we have super new ones that were, long story short, it was supposed to be an older one, not the newer one, for the laptop that they were getting, uh for the purpose that they were getting it. Really, that was the difference, is it was the purpose in which they requested one. So I had to go back and get one, and so I had like an hour and a half left in my day, and I was like, okay, I can do this. I can run uh and do everything I need to. Oh, I thought you were going to continue going. Yeah, that's right. Go away. No, I said go away. Of course you would. Of course you'd make me launch it back at myself like that. Oh, I hope that didn't break anything major. I love hitting them and then just like having them say, "Oh no, you missed, and now you're on fire." What did that other one hit? No, it hit way over here, didn't it? I need that other gas to go away. What's up, Niner Faithful? How are you today? Sorry, it's not Niner. It's Oh God, I forgot what you said you wanted to be called. I'm so sorry. It's been a lot over the last few days. That's good to hear that you're good. One, two, three. Middle of it. Here's one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it's all good if you weren't here. I'm fantastic. I was actually just telling the story of today because I was like today was kind of a little stressful towards the end, trying to deal with a bunch of stuff at the very end of my day, but it went fine, and today was relatively easy. I had a lot of questions for why things were being done certain ways because I myself did not understand them because I was told one thing and now I'm being told another, and it's kind of annoying. Interesting. This center section is one, two, one, two, three, four, five. Oh, all right. So two, five, three. One, two, one, two, one, one. Okay. So five, three, two, one, two, one, two, one, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, four, five. What? All right. One, two, one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three. Oh, it's a one, one, two. Interesting. Three, one, one, two. It's three, then one, one, two, one, one, two, one. Okay. That fixes that. Okay, got it, got it. Uh, yeah, today was uh today was a wild ride, but I made it, and that's all that matters. One, two, three, four, five, three, one, two, one, two, one, one, right? Two, five, three, one. It's supposed to be three, one, two, one, three, one, two, one. God damn you, go away. I hate guests. I hate guests so much. They're so unnecessarily hard to deal with. I just wish that I could, be able to hit it in the direction I want to hit it. Cool. Yeah, let's shoot behind me, I guess. Your first day of school for was today. Oh, that's dope. It was short. Do you guys have like half days for your first days or something? Cuz I mean that would be kind of dumb. Yeah, that is kind of weird. All right, so it's one, two, one, two, one, two, one. Oh my god. Either decide to fight me or decide to frick off. Especially starting on a Thursday. Yeah, that is even more weird. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go grab uh arrows. I have ender pearls still. I'm gonna grab arrows. I'm gonna grab the bow from the uh AFK's platform. I'm also gonna use this time to get some more pupils, or mostly just getting more purple dye. Uh, so I can make some more glass. So I can fix the holes. God damn it. Arrows. I don't have a whole lot of arrows because I blew up the chests. That's right. Brick. And I'm probably not going to have any in here, or am I? No. I don't think that this is going to be enough to do what I need to do. We're going to do this. Break those down. This is string. Yes, you. I need you to see this as your workstation. Darn you. There we go. Thank you. That is all I wanted you to do, because now you should give me the pooples. What does that put us at? A little over a stack. Think we need. Have I ever played Skyrim? I have. Very, 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 very briefly though. I've not played it nearly enough to say that I've played Skyrim. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean. If you know what I mean, like you know. If you know, you know. Just know that I know that you know that I know what you mean. Though remember that. I don't know. I just know what you mean. Is this anything like the Who's on First? At least I know you know that I know that you know that I know. See, now you know. So I do know this. I will say this. I'm probably not gonna do any streams this weekend. Um and that is just because of conflicting schedules with a date with the missus. Yep, that's all it took was that sentence. Because of a date with the missus, and then I have a football game to go watch with my dad because we do that every year during the football season. We watch le football games. I wish you could make arrows out of iron. It'd be really nice. Yeah, given the fact that I have no arrows like at all, means that I'm probably gonna have to go find that skeleton spawner and turn it into a mob grinder so that I can that'll be another thing that I have to do. Arrows, yes, the Z makes it better. Um, but yeah, I need arrows. So since I don't have arrows, I'm not even gonna bother with trying to do whatever it was that I was my brain was on and then decided it wanted to like die mid sentence. As long as I got all of them, that's all that matters. That is a lot of die. Yeah, it will make what 8 stacks uh per stack. So it'll make 32 stacks of glass. I think maybe. I don't know. I know I don't. I don't think I needed this much die. I just made this much die just in case, because the last thing I want to do is run out of glass again. Because the like top vote very most top portion of this farm requires like a lattice work of glass that it's not a full layer of glass. I might make it a full layer of glass just to like cap it off proper. Um, but it's this like this I don't know basic outline of that's not what I wanted to do. Damn. I don't know. It's a so it's not it. I know for a fact it's not its own layer of glass. Like it's not its own disc, so it's not a fifth ring. Uh, but oh my god, it looks so bad with the holes in the glass like that. I also could have put a oh that would have been cool actually to put my YouTube logo in glass in the bottom of this farm. I think it would have been doable. I would have had to scale it down a bit, but it would have definitely been noticeable as to what it was. I'll see what I can do in like to value like to see if I can get any value out of that because that would actually look really cool. But I don't know if this is a perfect circle or not, or as perfect as of a circle as you can get with glass. Why did I do that? I need no yes no yes yeah. Those are the other two circle boxes that I got. But yeah, okay, pixel art of your logo. That would be dope. Um, I will actually look into that because I think I might be able to do that. Because what I can do is I can scale my logo that's on YouTube down all the way. Oh no, I may not be able to actually. I might. It depends. I'll have to see what it is scaled down to the size of this circle because if it depends on how it looks like at this size because and I can do that through like paint or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything major. But if it scales down well enough, then yeah, it would be really hilarious to do that. You know, I wonder if my emote uh was approved or not. No, it's still pending. I don't know why it's pending. Why is it pending approval? It is one that's on the Discord. It's a Papangu. So you know the Pepega emote? I don't think I can do it in chat because I don't think it's technically approved. Yeah, it's not approved enough to for me to be able to use it. So yeah, Oh yeah. But yeah, I had an emote made a while back, because I was like, oh, this would be hilarious because somebody brought up Pepengu instead of Pepega. So I had somebody make a concept of that and sent it over to me, and then I was like, I okay. Oops. Yes, I love how you still shoot at the places that are already that are holes. I can hit them back. I just can't get them to like. I know how to do it. I absolutely hate guests so much. Just for the love of God, fuck off, please. Like I understand the like that's what makes guests difficult to deal with is that they constantly move. But it's really annoying that like the only like one of the main ways to kill them if you don't have a bow is to launch their shit back at them, but they will like intentionally their AI will stop if the fireball is like getting too close to them or like getting too close to where they're gonna stop like where they're going to be when it crosses their path. But either way, annoying, yes. Impossible to deal with, no. What Discord channel is it? It should be uh the risky business or sorry, risky business. All right, so that's 3 1 2 1 1 2. No, 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 no. It's just 3 1 2 1 2 1. Okay, that's more like it. Uh, what do you mean sub channel? I mean, I posted it in memes by accident. Or are you asking like what sub tier for subscribing to 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 the Twitch? Yeah, I actually really like it. It looked really good as like the full size image, and then as I like made it smaller, it just got even better. It's fun. 4, 5, 1, 2, 1. I'm supposed to be is that you're supposed to be is that 2, 1, 1. Probably not entirely right, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing a step because I'm stupid. It's supposed to be 3, then 1. Got school again tomorrow. Still a half day. That's super weird. Yeah. Bother. Alright, so it's 2, 5, and 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I will see you in the next stream. Hopefully then. I will look forward to seeing you then. Alright, it's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Right? That's why. Cool. That is that. Alright, later, Zach. I will see you in the next stream, my friend. Counting with Risky. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Ha ha ha. Did that perfectly backwards. Awesome. So we just got to fill these in. Hopefully this doesn't take a full inventory since this is slightly smaller than the one below. But it might be. It might not be. Who knows? Okay. This is going very smoothly. Too smoothly. Yeah, I know. You're not supposed to say too smoothly because then something bad will happen, but it is genuinely disconcerting to uh, for things to not be going awry while I'm doing this portion. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're gonna have to lay out the third floor, which should be pretty easy because it gets slightly smaller again. Okay, now we're halfway there, which is great. What's up, Nerwolf? You need some help. What do you need help with? Oh, I could be listening to music right now. That would make too much sense, though. Oh, what is it you need help with, Nerwolf? Ellie, what's up? some help. Some help, some help, some help. What is it we need help with? My pinky is falling asleep. That's not fun. Oh, it was just my pinky too. That's the funny part is it was just my pinky that was falling asleep. That is the second layer done. I do, however, need to use the restroom, so we're gonna just do this, and we're gonna glide down to bedrock and stay in a safe place. And I will be right back, and we'll build up layer three. Just a second. Oh. Okay, let's see here. Don't need that. Had that on this entire time and haven't needed it. I needed it to answer one question and then that was it. Yeah. So I need to go through and break the stairs to all of these next floors or all of these second floors. That way they're already done and over with. Okay. So that is two floors complete, or two layers completely done. The next layer is all right. So the next floor is why I got rid of all of my stairs. Is in one block up two. So it is here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. So the outside of this is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Ooh, that was close. No, it's six. Sorry. One, two, three, four, five, six, and one, one, two, three, four. All right, so it's four, then four twos, and then one, two, three, four. One, two, 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 three, two, four, two. And it's a bunch of diagonal. Far out did I go? To the next torch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Ooh. Right. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. Diagonal. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. God damn it! I hate gas so goddamn much. Can I just get a break? I just want a break. That's all I want. What is up? No habla español. Uh, Gracias for the tier or for the cheer. Sorry. I I know very little Spanish. If you want my like I know very little. I want to learn it because I think speaking Spanish would be awesome. Uh, because I work with some people uh who speak Spanish, and so being able to speak to them would be awesome. But unfortunately, I do not speak Spanish. You just get knocked off. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. That answers that. It's 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2. 3, 2, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. Perfect. Nice. That actually makes it easier because I can just continue from here. So I can actually just go straight from here to the next one because it's 7 sets of one in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's getting better. That means that I need to do the inside now. So it's 4 on the middle. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Okay. I missed my jump. I don't know how I managed to miss my jump, but I did. And that's all that matters. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. No, it's not that way. It's this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. No, it's not. It's 1, so it's 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Ha! I did it. So I can go all the way around with that. So we'll do that actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah, 1, 2. 2, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. 2. Right. 2, 3, 4. Yes. Just gotta find out where that one block I messed up is. Let's put it here. Really testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Damn it, I missed it again. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the way around. And we did the entire second floor and almost the third, same amount of blocks as before. One cheer. I don't even know what cheers for, to be honest. But to each their own. I guarantee I don't have enough blocks to make it through this entire floor, but we're gonna try. And no. Hit it, no. Hit it, no. Hit it, no. Hit it, no. Okay. Shoot me. Shoot me. Oh, I killed it, but not without it making a big mess. I mean, technically, it's getting better the more layers I'm able to put in because every layer blocks out the previous layer's spawnable spots for guests, which means that it and since the layers get smaller and smaller as you go through the sphere. Okay, that is a quarter of the third layer done. Okay. So the downside to this is that I am going to need to put in trapdoors on, I think, two or three of these floors now, just to trick the AI into walking off because they kind of don't like doing that. Oh. She would, of course. Yeah, why wouldn't you make it like any any semblance of an ability for me? Okay, enough of this horseshit. I'm enough. Oh, so I have an hour until I have to leave, and I'm almost done with the third to last. Why is people pinging me? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm doing something. Oh my god. Thank you for ending yourself super quick. Gunpowder. Okay. Let us get serious. This next phase. Grabbing this, and this. That's empty, that's empty, that's empty. This is not. This next floor, this next layer should be pretty quick. Okay. Okay. That floor is done. I just have one more magma cube floor, and then I need to do the floor with glass, or the layer of glass, the ring of glass, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a full ring of glass. I might do a full ring of glass now that I might just duplicate the ring of glass above, or the fourth layer above the ring, or above the fourth ring in glass. Go from there. But this is 3/4 of the rings that are necessary to do what we are doing. is. We're gonna go 1. I don't know how many blocks we're gonna need to go up, but we're gonna do what we can to do what it is we need to do. Yes, that is right. So it's still 8 blocks across, or 8 blocks deep. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then in 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah, it's 3, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and one's diagonally. I don't know how many ones diagonally. I just know it's a set of ones diagonally. So 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do 5. Go to the next one, see how many that is, or how many this puts us within. No, it's not. It's not that one. It's this torch. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I don't know how remember how many 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it was 6 diagonal ones, and then 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 7. So let's duplicate that all the way around. See if that gets us all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. Should be middle 1, 2. So far, that looks like it lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be the middle. Lines up there. Cool. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, that made us got us all the way around, so that's incredibly good. Alright, so the next layer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones, and it is 4, 3, 3. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Or no, sorry, 1, then 2, and then it's ones, or is it 2? Okay, so it's 1, 2. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's the wrong way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2. Kidding me? Come on. Where was I? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cool. Oh, I'm super close to being done. I'm like there's no. I feel it is. I'm just incredibly close to being done. So I have to be more careful now because I had to take my armor off so it didn't break. Because the last thing I want to do is break my armor. So I just got to be more careful with how much shift I do because I'm gonna die faster on these magma blocks. But that should be fine. Can't wait to be done with these magma blocks and just doing the bottom layer or the glass layer. Because the glass layer I can quite literally do entirely in glass, or if I do strips like I usually do with it. Um, this is the floor that I can do. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to options, controls. I want to sneak. I want to toggle sneak. I want to stop holding shift for a little while. It takes a lot to not want to do it, but this way I shouldn't have to hold sneak anymore. Because I need to give my pinky a rest. Because this is actually murdering my pinky. Uh, what's that? I knew I was gonna be fireballed by a gas just as my because my I'm almost done, and I get fireballed by a ghast. Of course. Yep. I take my hand off my mouse for 1 second, and there's something there. I'm so glad that he wandered away just a bit to give me the time to get past him. No. I'm probably gonna die again. Oh no, I don't die. Okay, cool. So I can get up there and get food. I can get up there, get food, and then heal. And try and get my stuff. Hopefully, a gas doesn't spawn during that time. And then, because like I'm almost there. I'm almost to the point where I can start blocking the spawns for the gas, and then all I would have to do is get cobwebs, and then the right there. What all did I lose? My helmet and a few stacks of uh of this. That's not anywhere near the worst thing that because the that was the thing that was about to break anyway with my helmet. Pengu diver was about to break, and that was why I took my armor off. So I can actually do this just to have some protection still. Okay, now I just need to do the layer of glass. But I no longer need magma blocks, and once I get up on the glass, I should be able to. Is that all of my glass? It is not. This is all of my purple glass. This needs to be enough to get me through the same layer I just built, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I can actually turn this off now. This is gonna drive me up a wall. Hold. Done. Back. Okay. So I'm gonna build the same layer I just built, just 2 blocks taller and out of glass, or 2 blocks higher and out of glass. That way, it prevents things from spawning, or not spawning. That way, it prevents ghasts from spawning because it'd be too short for the ghasts to spawn, allowing me to do my thing. That was a good save. Problem is, I now have to pillar back up, but that was a good save. What shoes? To shoot me from this time. Stay down here and hope that it tries to come down here to shoot me. Oh, it does. Damn it. Thank you. For nothing, you useless cow. Oh, my hand. Oh my god, I need to stop missing blocks. Okay. Sorry, I got really quiet there for a minute because I was really focused. But that is the outline, which is done, which is great because I only have about 15-ish minutes before I have to go. So we're gonna try and fill this in as much as possible before I have to go. The only problem I have is, well, the glass is kind of hard to see with the background of magma blocks. So my eye strain is definitely there. I will say this: this is the first time I've done a mirror of the top row as the glass layer instead of just doing the stripes of glass, because the stripes of glass would effectively do exactly what I'm looking for, which is stop the gas from spawning. But this is not easier, but it's just fine. We're going to quickly break these two blocks because they're temporary. And I think, well, we're going to try and do this quickly. Options, controls, hold. All right. We're going to try and just do this from this layer now because obviously I fell. And it is a lot easier to see like this. And I was already shifting the entire time up there anyway. I just think it's a little easier for me to make mistakes down here. And I don't really care that much about the glass that I drop and don't pick up because one, they'll despawn, and two, I have so much glass. I call this the butter donut because it looks like a giant donut and produces butter. Alright, I am gonna have to come back up to this top floor and fix that hole, but for the most part, it should be fine. Okay. We're getting a lot closer, like really, really, really close to finishing this. I love how if you add just a little bit more red to purple, you get blue. Kind of what this glass looks like, but it's purple. Or at least that's what it looks like. It looks more blue than anything else. So did the gas decide he wanted to frick off? Because it looks like he did. Options. Toggle. There's the hole. I should not have any more issues with ghasts. Okay. So the last thing I need to do is I need to follow this diagonal on all four corners. Um, and that will give me the place that I'm gonna try and get zombie pigmen to stand. And then if I can get them to stay there, I can break the blocks and name tag them to alarm or alert or whatever they're supposed to be. This other side is not right either. Darn it. See, this is why we put the torches down, but I was close. Yeah, that's more like it. Two here, two, three, here, one, two, three. Oh, that's why I got knocked off the path, is because I took damage. That's right. One, two, three, there, and there. Okay, So that is the end of today's episode. I know I didn't fully finish this, but I will finish this off camera. I'll get the zombie piglin uh onto these platforms, name them alarms, whatever they're called. Whatever I name the name tags. I might go through and rename those to individuals. But there's 12 of those that I need, and then once I finish that, this thing is ready to go. I'll give it a test run off camera, see if how well it's working. But this is fully done. This is essentially done. There's not a whole lot left to do other than just literally just get these guys. So if you guys did enjoy this one, please remember to follow the channel on Twitch. Subscribe if you feel like you I really deserve it. Subscribe over on YouTube. It'd be greatly appreciated. Link is underneath the chat at all times. If you're watching this as a VOD replay over on YouTube, thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do subscribe. If you have a free Twitch Prime, use it. I would greatly appreciate it. But that is all I've got for today. So I will see you guys in the next live stream, which will be probably Monday. By the next time I'm available to do so, I I will keep you guys posted over on the Discord. Thanks again. I'll catch you guys later. And until next time, guys, don't forget to stay frosty.